Today, on Be Something Wonderful, reprogram your subconscious mind in minutes. Manifest fast. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios at Be Something Wonderful. We have a big video for you this morning. It's centered around a conversation with one of you that said, no matter what I do or imagine, I can't seem to reprogram or impress my subconscious mind. No matter how much I imagine and assume my desire is fulfilled, I can't seem to manifest. I'm confused and frustrated that nothing changes. Well, we've talked about this, but where are you looking for change, right? It's out there or over there or inside or outside. We're constantly dividing up reality, saying nothing's changed. Nothing's changed out there. Nothing's changed over there. Nothing's changed outside. And even like nothing's changed inside, right? They talk about the changing thoughts and feelings. But remember, there is no out there or even inside. There's no inside, there's no outside, there's no out there, there's no over there. There's just you as reality, as that I am awareness. And then there's a reflection or a physical experience being projected or reflected out there. But it's not out there, it's within you. It gives you that physical experience that it's out there, right? It's like you're looking in the mirror. You know that you're not over there in the mirror. You know where you are. You're here and now. And that's just a reflection. So remember, the state of wish fulfilled is about being how you want to feel and then feeling how you want to be. In other words, there's no out there, there's no over there. There's no out there, over there, inside or outside. It's just you. It's about you being how you want to feel and feeling how you want to be. It's that conviction that I am awareness within, you standing in that knowing, in that declaration, that assumption of who you are. We're going to get to this today. We're going to talk about this whole idea that we've talked about in other videos of the idea of reprogramming your subconscious and what that means. So, remember, out there, over there, outside, there's just you. 3D reality is a reflection out there in the mirror. But you're not out there, you're not over there, you're not outside, you're right here and now. The same when you look in a 3D reality mirror. You know you're not over there in the mirror. Just as your wish fulfilled is not fulfilled out there, outside, or over there. It's already fulfilled within you by you declaring it. In every moment, you're reprogramming your subconscious mind. In every moment, you're deciding who you are. And when you be how you want to feel and feel how you want to be, no matter what's appearing as the reflection or expression in your physical experience, you collapse the illusion of time and space between you and your desires. You absolutely collapse it. Remember, there is no separation between you and everything. You are the center, the I am identity of all that is. That I am awareness, this one divine mind. And all of it, you can see these infinite potential images or memories of who you are. They all exist here and now in that one divine mind. We're showing them here in the divine mind, but it's really just you here and now, one image superimposed over the other. And you looking out through a certain perspective or viewpoint or vantage point. And you create this idea of your physical, horizontal, linear experience. But it's all being created right now by you being that person that you want, how you want to feel, and feeling how you want to be, right? In other words, the conviction of that assumption of who you are. That's a feeling. The feeling is a conviction of being. It's the acceptance, as Neville Goddard said. When I talk about feeling, in other words, feeling of wish fulfilled, I'm not talking about emotion, but the acceptance, the conviction that you're already that person you want to be, right? You be how you want to feel and feel how you want to be by remembering or imagining reality and yourself as you would like it to be here and now. That rearranges everything, everywhere, all at once. This is what I want to show to you today. So stop assuming that it takes time and processes and effort to reprogram your subconscious mind to manifest your dream life. You're creating that idea. And I know that's what you've been told. There's a lot out there about that. But you're creating that reality that that it takes time, it takes processes and effort, and that you've got to somehow reprogram some mind that feels outside of you or out of reach or difficult to influence, right? That's why months of dropping off to sleep, this person was mentioning they were doing subliminals for months and months and months. Months of dropping off to sleep to subliminals and also imagining their wish fulfilled. The Neville Goddard's teachings, a state akin to sleep, right? A drowsy state. They're imagining that scene. That's why they're saying it hasn't worked. They keep declaring that it hasn't worked, so they create a reality that nothing's working. They create a reality that it's taking time. They create a reality that it takes time, it takes processes, and it takes effort. So that becomes their entire life experience. No matter how many times they drop off to sleep with that scene, no matter how many subliminals they listen to, that's what has left them more exhausted and frustrated than ever. So we're going to talk about this idea. And we're also going to show you a technique, an imaginal technique, a way to think about this that collapses all the gap between you and the fulfillment of your desires. We're going to show you this today. Stop assuming that it takes time, effort, and specific processes to reprogram your mind. And assume that you're reprogramming it in every moment. That you are manifesting your dream life and wish fulfilled in every moment of now. In other words, you got to get to that central assumption. Stand in that awareness that your life is always unfolding. The dreams are always unfolding from within you. Do you see? There's no separation. You're the center of that great consciousness that we call the subconscious. And there's so many names and so many labels for it. But remember, it's just one divine mind and you're the center. You're the awareness of it, right? You are the center, and we create these ideas of the super consciousness, the one divine mind, the subconscious. You're a neighborhood in that one divine mind, that things that you believe are true or the truth of you in reality. And then there's your conscious awareness of all of it in the moment, right? And what we refer to as subconscious just means below awareness, below your awareness in the moment. It doesn't mean out of reach. It doesn't mean difficult to get at. It means it's just below that current thought or assumption of what you're focused on in this moment. But it's still there, and you get to decide this. There's absolutely no separation between any of it. That you, as the conscious center, direct it all. So it's not about some outside force or some deep, dark subconscious not accepting your assumptions or that life that you want, or rejecting it. It's you. It's you, right? Believing it takes time. Believing it takes processes. Believing there is a consciousness to reprogram. You create that experience at every moment. There's absolutely no separation. I want to show this to you today. We'll get back to this. It's not that your processes of imagining and affirming and scripting or subliminals don't work. They're all powerful. I love processes. All of them are powerful, right? Or that your subconscious is rejecting or not accepting your new assumptions about yourself in the world. It's none of that. It's not that the processes, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with the processes. Your subconscious is not rejecting anything. It's not that it's not accepting your new assumptions. Rather, it's that you are not accepting or are rejecting, in other words, them by assuming it takes time, effort, and processes to reprogram your mind and manifest your desires. Do you see? You create that reality that it doesn't work, that it takes time, that it takes effort, that something's rejecting it, that somehow it's not getting accepted. Remember, that consciousness accepts everything, rejects nothing, because it is everything. It's all that is. So therefore, the mirror of your subconscious mind right? Because it's a mirror, you're always looking in the mirror. It says, so be it. Your assumptions are my command. Or your assumption is my command. Your wish is my command, right? If that's what you believe, that's what you assume, that it takes time, that something's rejecting it, that it takes effort, and that nothing's working, so be it. You create a reality or an experience of manifesting in the future that never comes. That future desired reality never comes because you create a reality that it takes time, that it is effort, that it's being rejected, that it's not being accepted, that you're not impressing your subconscious mind. You see this, right? This is powerful today. Remember, all things are possible, just like Scripture and other spiritual greats talk about. All things are possible or true to your subconscious mind or consciousness, right? Remember, there's a lot of different labels for consciousness, but it's just different views of that one mind or that one divine mind or that one consciousness, right? Your perspective in that one divine mind. It accepts everything and rejects nothing because it is everything, everywhere, all at once. That's why they call it all that is. Consciousness, that super consciousness, that subconscious, your conscious mind, all of it, no separation whatsoever, is holographic and non-local. In other words, it means every part or point or image contains the whole of all that is and is everywhere, everything, all at once. It's not limited by time and space and boundaries. It's not limited by anything. This means all your mental images, your imaginal scenes, your affirmations, your thoughts are memories that exist here and now. They're not in the past, they're not in the future. They exist here and now, and they're not a part of all that is, they are all that is. So when you stand in that absolute imagined future, right, that you're pulling into the now by saying it's here and now, that's everywhere, everything all at once. That's all that exists. That reflection over there is not you. Just like in a physical mirror, you know that's not you. It's you here and now. So I want to show you this, right? Remember, it's got that nature of being holographic. No matter what part of it you see, it contains the whole of reality, the whole of all that is. And that whole is everywhere. Everything all at once. It's non-local. This is powerful. So remember, all of the images, all of your imaginal scenes, they're all real or true experiences of reality or consciousness. Or in other words, appearances within your awareness. But they're not the truth of reality. They're not the truth of that I am awareness. That I am awareness is untouched by anything that you think or assume or imagine. You create your experience of it. You get to determine what your truth is within that ultimate truth of consciousness or awareness that we call God or I, all that is, or your I am awareness. So the so-called subconscious program is what you accept real or true of you and your reality. The program is you. It's what you accept, which you consciously accept as true or the truth of you and your reality. And you make that choice in every moment. In other words, you're remembering who you are in every moment. You're creating these memories or mental images that already exist within you, but you're creating your experience of them, right? That are here, now, and everything, everywhere, all at once. You get to determine your perspective of it, your viewpoint of it. This is powerful. That's why we say if you're not remembering, in other words, if you're not imagining, assuming, and affirming your reality as you would have liked it to be, or as you would like it to be, whether it's something you believe as a memory in the past or a memory of the future, right, or the memory of the present, because they're all memories, you're remembering it wrong. It's not your past programming. It's not that it takes time. It's not that it takes processes. It's not even that it takes belief. What is belief after all? Belief's just awareness. You believe what you're aware of. It's about how you choose to remember, because everything is remember, what is memory? It's a mental image. It's an image that exists in that all that isness. It's how you remember yourself and your reality here and now. right? It takes your awareness here and now that what you choose to imagine and remember about yourself and reality is a holographic, non-local, everywhere, everything, all at once reality right here and right now. Wow. Whatever you imagine, you get to determine it. It doesn't matter what temporary thoughts and feelings are appearing. You get to choose how you remember that, your relationship to it, how you identify as all that isness. You have dominion over all of it as that conscious center of the divine mind. All of it. That's why you're at the center of it, of this great I am. That's powerful. So, when we have this horizontal experience, this is where this person was at. We moved her, but this is where she was at. She was imagining this life that she wants of love and money and happiness and health and joy and a family, right, and a new house and all of these things, right? And she's imagining it from here, from this horizontal, linear, solid experience, believing there's a past that, well, I can't really change that. And I know that things take time and it takes processes to reprogram my subconscious mind, to reprogram those subjective tendencies that I acquired in the past from my childhood or from my parents. Remember, you're creating that right now, right? And so you imagine it, but your imaginal scene is always in front of you, in the future and outside of you. Do you see it? You put that imagined future outside of you and in front of you. Always in the future, never, always fixing something here, trying to get the processes right, trying to clean up your past and your programs that you believe are sabotaging your life, trying to fix yourself, hoping to get there. But you can never get there because you're creating the idea that it's outside of you and in front of you or in the future. Instead, make your imaginal scene. Hear this. This is the process that I promised you, right? Make your imaginal scene a memory. Put it behind you. Put it within you. Put it under you. Do you see it? It's a memory within your, it's a memory or a mental image that exists in your I am awareness that you can choose to put, you can put it behind you, right? Within you, under you, as part of it. Then it exists in all frames of reality. Do you see? You created this horizontal experience now becomes that imaginal scene. Do you see it? You put it behind you. It's now within you. It's now underneath you. You're the identity where that is a true, actual reality. You're making it a memory. It's sort of like the Neville Goddard teaches that idea of remember when, but he talks about remember when in a couple different ways, right? Remembering when you were poor, which implies that you're rich now. But you could also just remember that you've always been rich, that you've always been abundant. You can just know that that memory, that imaginal scene is not in front of you and outside of you, but it's within you, it's under you, it's behind you, it's everywhere. Do you see it? It's everywhere. It's everything all at once. This is all now. We create that linear experience of it, but it's all happening now within you. Wow. Do you see the power here? And I wanted to show you this because I think I showed this here. You see, it's all, you create all of that horizontal experience from the center of that I am identity. All those images exist. But when you imagine that future, instead of imagining it outside of you and in front of you, imagine it that's within you, it's behind you, it's also here, that everything is within you and under you and part of you. You're no longer putting it in the future in front of you and waiting for it. You're saying, this is it, this is me, this is a reality here and now. In other words, you're being that what you want to feel and you're feeling what you want to be. You are that, no matter what the temporary appearances look like, right? They're always changing into this imaginal image, this one and only reality of you having everything you want. That's powerful. That's what we mean by reprogram. It's done in every moment. You manifest in minutes. You manifest fast. That because you are that one mind. There's no separation. It doesn't take time and effort and processes. You are the process. So yes, imagine that imaginal future, but stop putting it in front of you and outside of you. So it's always out of reach. So it always feels like it's in the future. So you always feel that you're fixing things behind you and fixing things that are in front of you. Trying to get to that scene that feels way out there and out of reach. Instead, be it, right? Be that person. Be that feeling that you want to feel. Feel that feeling that you want to be, right? Be it here and now, right here as that identity. And this creates this as your only reality. That past, present, and future is now building around us the only reality. You in fulfillment, absolute fulfillment. And then, of course, that reality, that must change, as I showed here. It must form into that as a projected or reflected experience in your physical 3D reality. That's powerful. Reprogram your subconscious mind in minutes. Manifest fast. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, the ambassadors at facebook.com/groups/BeSomethingWonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, for being part of our TikTok channel at Be Something Wonderful, or anywhere on social media at Be Something Wonderful at Tom Kearin. And also, don't forget, we do have a membership live stream next weekend, a week from Sunday, at 9 a.m. Pacific time here in the USA. I'm going to come to you live with answering your questions that you've been sending to us at info@besomethingwonderful.com. And I'm going to answer your questions live during the event. This is going to be exclusively on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. So if you're a member, join us. If you're not a member, check out the link below. Creators, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.